What's up, people? Early in the morning, just getting done work, and I get into the Jeep, and I auto started it using the Uconnect. And as I was walking up to the Jeep, since it's real cold out here, I noticed that the windows were still frosted. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna suck, because without the blower motor working, I wasn't gonna be able to get the dang thing to work. Apologize that it's pitch black out, but you know. So anyway, I get in the vehicle, blower motor's working. So I don't know if you can hear this, but let me turn it up. There, you hear it? So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a relay. I have no clue what is causing the heater to just work whenever the hell it wants to work. I mean, it just came on randomly tonight. Now I have an appointment with the dealership. Let me turn this off because I'm already cooking in here. I have an appointment on Friday morning with one of the dealerships. It's not the dealership I went to get the carbon fiber trim done with. They still have not called me back. It's been 2 weeks and I'm still waiting for them to call me back. And I don't know when the hell they're gonna call me back. But this is getting a little ridiculous. Oh, there you go, blue light. Can't drive with that on though. The connection's probably gonna be crappy because I'm down by the airport and there's nothing around here. I'm hoping that the connection will pick up a little bit once I get closer to the city. But if you've been following along, I've been having some issues with the well, what haven't I had issues with the Jeep? It seems like every day there's something going on. But the latest problem is related to the air conditioning and heater blower. It just decides to work whenever it wants to. So I don't know if anybody out there has had the same problem. If you have, I appreciate it if you comment below and let me know what's going on, how you fixed it. You know, and I can drive with this light on because there's nobody around right now. So that's what I'm talking about right now. Honestly, God, I'm bored out of my skull right now. It's 3:50 in the a.m. and I'm on my way home from work. But this heater thing has got me perplexed because it worked on the way to work this afternoon, and then I turned the car off for a second. I turned the Jeep back on and it wasn't working. And I come back out after work. It seems like when it cools down, it decides it wants to work. So tomorrow, I've got to contact the one dealership about the carbon fiber trim and hope to get a hold of somebody. I haven't been able to get a hold of anybody. I call and leave a message every day. The lady, I mean, me and her seem like best friends on the phone because she's really nice and, you know, she keeps taking my messages. I'm trying to get a hold of this guy. Two of them. There's a service writer who's never called me back. Even though I was told, don't worry, he'll call you. Yeah, well, that's worthless. And this guy Ryan who left me a message, I missed his call, but he hasn't been in the shop in the last couple of days. So that's about it. The giveaway video is up if anybody's interested. Like I said in that video on Sunday, yesterday afternoon, that this coming Sunday I'll select 2 people. The first person selected will get $100 in cash. If you have a PayPal, I'll PayPal it to you right away, just like everybody else has collected. And the second person will have their choice. The second person gets to pick between the ceramic coating kit that I got, the Mr. Fix 9H that I got out of Belgium. I think it came from China originally, and then Belgium was just the home country that mailed it because it's got Asian writing all over the package, but it says it came from Belgium, so go figure. You have the opportunity to choose between that or $50. The kit is actually worth more than 50 bucks, but if you just want cash, PayPal to you, no problem. I think that's pretty much it. Just going live just to test the new setup with the camera, where I mounted it. Now, you only get 480p is the quality. Judging by the last time I did this, the audio was all right, but the actual video quality is pretty crappy. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, there isn't really anybody up watching it unless you're a night out like myself, or you're from, you know, somewhere in Europe, which that would be interesting. I kind of miss being over there. Germany was awesome. One of the weirdest things trying to get used to doing these is talking to yourself. You know, you're literally talking to yourself about topic of the day or whatever you've got going on in your life, and it's unusual. I'm not somebody who's ever done this. I have friends in radio who can just talk about anything like it's no big deal. I tried talking on this thing, and it's like I always forget something. Almost to the expressway. I gotta get around this bus. So, of course, I don't know if I can flip the camera around. I wonder if I can flip. Let me see if I can flip the camera around. Yeah, there we go. So I can flip the camera around. So, sorry, quality may not be the best because of the, here, I'll turn off the light so you see a little bit better. Alright. I got a bus blocking my way. For me, at this hour, drive home is really, really quick. So, and sorry for the vibration and the rattling on the mount. Like I said, I'm not using my GoPro tonight. I'm using the iPhone to, you know, to do this, and it's not looking too well coming through the camera. So, all right. Like I said, the quality in the video is going to be shaky because it's a phone, and it's kind of shit right now. Anyway, this is my morning drive every weekday. And you gotta, also the camera or the phone seems to be focusing more on the windshield than what's actually on the roadway. So as you can see, it kind of looks like crap. Oh, yeah, there we go. If you look up, you'll see my headlights shining up at the top of the roadway. Yeah, I have to service my headlights. That's another thing I just realized is wrong. When I had my headlights fixed, Brian from Elite Custom Lighting, when he did the light bulb swap or whatever, for some reason the adaptive headlight just stuck in one position. So I'm sure that's another pain in the ass to get done. Let me flip you back around in a second here. So one thing I love about driving home this early in the morning, there's nobody on the road. Excuse me while I open the window and cool down for a second. I'm afraid to turn the heater off, so if I turn the blower motor off, it may not come back on. Just said yo. I can see that on the screen. Here in Philadelphia, just passing the stadium complex, northbound on I-95. It's kind of hard to read. Hold on, what's it? Hold on, what does that say? Damn it, I couldn't read that. I have the phone up mounted by my head, but it's like I don't have my reading glasses on. It's a shame they don't have like an image stabilization built into the iPhone. That's definitely got to be something that they do next. I'm sure Samsung already has that taken care of. There you go. There's a nice trip. Was that Hellcat? Nope. It's Catback. Sorry these aren't more entertaining. I mean, I'm just driving home from work. I wanted to update everybody on the heater motor, air conditioning, blower, etc. I think I have a bad relay. It decides to work whenever it wants. I mean, here you can hear it on in the background if I turn it up again. There it goes. It's working. I don't know why it keeps going off. I'll find out on Friday. Drop the car off in the morning for service. Hopefully get it back in a couple hours and it'll be fixed. Can't see it, but there's Center City, Philadelphia over here on the left-hand side. Boy, this video quality really looks like crap. It's 480. Must have made somebody sick with the whole vibrating up and down. Have a good one, my man. Take care. Alright. Like I said, there's like hardly anybody on the road this early in the morning. I actually was dreading working at night, you know? Like when I switched positions. I didn't want to work the late shift. I didn't want to work overnights. But man, I tell you what, I don't think I could ever go back to work in days. This is just, there's no traffic. When I go into work, there's no traffic. When I come home, there's no traffic. I love this. I think I should have changed the title of this video to Bored Ass Drives Down Highway and Sees Nothing. This construction zone has literally been going on forever. That's one thing you'll always find in this area. I-95 is under construction constantly. As soon as they finish this section, they start another section. It is never ending. Nothing is ever
Caution,
done.
red light camera ahead.
Caution, red light camera ahead. Yeah, no shit. But that's like off the road. Exit's coming up shortly. Get to see my hood early in the morning where I live. I hope the hookers are out. This is the exit that I saw the dog running up about a couple weeks ago. Man, I hope that dog didn't get hit by a car. I went through the trouble of calling the state police, and I called a local news station that does the early morning traffic report to warn other drivers. But man, this little pooch coming up this on-ramp or off-ramp the other week. And there's nothing I could do for him. I was scared. Told you it was a short drive. And they really got to make like image stabilization inside this camera or inside the phone. These things were definitely not made for going live while you're moving. Frankfurt Arsenal on the right-hand side. Oh, don't tell me the light's out. Are you shitting me? Worst intersection, one of the worst intersections in the city, and the light's out. I got T-boned here back in '97. There's going to be an accident there, guaranteed. Guaranteed. That is one of the worst intersections here in the city. Grant and the Boulevard is one of the top, I guess you could say, worst, but Bridgeton Coney's up there. I just hope it's not out in the morning, because I gotta go right through that. Around 7 o'clock in a couple hours. That's going to be a pain in the ass. The reason why I don't have the radio on, if anybody was wondering, is because the second you start playing copyrighted music, you start getting copy infringement notices. Now this section of the neighborhood really isn't the best. This is where all the dirty hookers hang out. I mean, they're nasty. Don't see anybody out today though. That's a shame. This part of the neighborhood used to be really nice. Where's everybody from? I got 4 people watching. Where's everybody from? Or you guys work nights like I do? Vasaslos? Nixislos? Ohio? No shit. I don't know how close you are to Cincinnati, but my buddy's radio show is in Cincinnati on 102.7 WEBN, The Kid Chris Show, which they should be coming on soon. They start at 5 o'clock. You can catch them on the, oh, Delco, nice. You can catch Kid Chris, his show. He used to be here in Philly years ago, about 10 years ago, literally. But you can catch his show on the iHeartMedia app, his podcast that he puts up still every day. All right, I am almost back. I'm going to take the back way around. 0905 here. Where's that at? So you're ahead of me. You're overseas? 5 hours ahead? That's what sucked about being stationed in Germany, having to call home You had to either stay up really, really late or early in the morning to get anybody. Let's see. All right, let me switch this back over real fast. All right, people, I am about to get home here in a second. Thanks for checking in. All I had was the update on the heater and the blower, and it's working right now. That doesn't mean it's going to actually be working in the morning. In a couple of hours, I got to drive down to Center City. I'm off from work tomorrow, but I'm hoping this darn thing actually works. There's a derelict right there. You know what? I don't know why this guy's wandering around. That Wawa's closed right now. What the hell's he doing? That's one thing about working overnight and coming home early in the morning. You gotta have your head on a swivel and good situational awareness, because if you're up at this time and the bad guys are out, you know what? You don't want to get ambushed. And I don't mean that in a joking manner. I actually mean that in a serious manner as far as how robberies occur, because people aren't paying attention. But that guy just wandered off, so I'm not too worried about him. I'm going to turn off the Blackview Wi-Fi hotspot and hope it'll let that connect to my home network. There we go. Good to go. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I will, brother. Thanks, Alex. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll actually probably turn this thing back on once I get stuck in traffic. I got to head back into the city in a couple hours, which sucks because I ain't going to get a chance to sleep. But I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.